The supernatural love of God will give you so much peace inside. Just keep holding on to his hand and don't doubt his greater plan. Change your frequency and don't look back.
Stop scrolling. This night could change your life. You felt it, the need for more peace, more clarity, more of God. But distractions, stress, and the noise of life keep pulling you away. What if one night could reset everything? Flow After Dark is that night. A 5-hour live YouTube experience designed to take you deeper into God's presence through prayer, journaling, worship, and stillness. This isn't just an event, it's a spiritual shift. So what can you expect? Breakthrough moments, feel God move like never before, a real connection, find your faith-filled community, people who actually get it, deep renewal, walk away refreshed, refocused, and fully present in his peace. The invite is open. Are you in? March 21st, 7 p.m. to 12 a.m. live on YouTube. Make sure you go ahead and like and share. Set your reminder now. Text FLOW to 816-670-3684 to stay connected and get event updates. If you're ready for a night that could transform your faith forever, drop a fire emoji in the comments. Let's find your flow together.
Can't see nobody stopping us. Unstoppable. Run up that paper and get it. Whatever it take, we gon' get it. You know ain't nobody stopping us.
Listen to this. I asked God, why are you taking me through rough waters? He replied, because your enemies can't swim.
I can't see nobody stopping us. Unstoppable. Run up that paper and get it. Whatever it take, we gon' get it. You know ain't nobody stopping us.
Stop scrolling. This night could change your life. You felt it, the need for more peace, more clarity, more of God. But distractions, stress, and the noise of life keep pulling you away. What if one night could reset everything? Flow After Dark is that night. A 5-hour live YouTube experience designed to take you deeper into God's presence through prayer, journaling, worship, and stillness. This isn't just an event, it's a spiritual shift. So what can you expect? Breakthrough moments, feel God move like never before, a real connection, find your faith-filled community, people who actually get it, deep renewal, walk away refreshed, refocused, and fully present in his peace. The invite is open. Are you in? March 21st, 7 p.m. to 12 a.m. live on YouTube. Make sure you go ahead and like and share. Set your reminder now. Text FLOW to 816-670-3684 to stay connected and get event updates. If you're ready for a night that could transform your faith forever, drop a fire emoji in the comments. Let's find your flow together. What it do there, fam? How's everybody doing this wonderful Tuesday evening? I'm excited to be with you on tonight, and I pray you're excited to be with me on tonight. We're going to have some fun. I'm excited about the topic that we got for tonight, but before we get into that, I want to invite you to church this Sunday with us at a live church. A lot of information is right here at the bottom. So make sure you join us, even if you're here on the replay. We would love to see you one Sunday morning to love on you, just to get to know you and things of that nature. So we're super excited about that. We're excited about Wednesday. We got Come Alive groups. Come Alive group at 7 p.m. on every Wednesday. We meet on Zoom. You can connect with other people. It's more of an interaction, more of a dialogue rather than your traditional Bible study. And so I know you will be blessed and excited to meet some new people on that. And then this Friday, it's going down. Flow After Dark. And so we're super excited about that. We're going to be focused. We're going to listen, and we're going to be open to hear what God is saying and worship the King of Kings and Lord. So March 21st, starting at 7 p.m. to midnight, we're going to be seeking the face of God. We're going to be teaching you how to learn how to get into the presence of God. So you don't want to miss it. And you know what? You can connect with us by texting FLOW to 816-670-3684. Matter of fact, watch this. Stop scrolling. This night could change your life. You felt it, the need for more peace, more clarity, more of God. But distractions, stress, and the noise of life keep pulling you away. What if one night could reset everything? Flow After Dark is that night. A 5-hour live YouTube experience designed to take you deeper into God's presence through prayer, journaling, worship, and stillness. This isn't just an event, it's a spiritual shift. So what can you expect? Breakthrough moments. Feel God move like never before. A real connection. Find your faith-filled community. People who actually get it. Deep renewal. Walk away refreshed, refocused, and fully present in His peace. The invite is open. Are you in? March 21st, 7 p.m. to 12 a.m. live on YouTube. Make sure you go ahead and like and share. Set your reminder now. Text FLOW to 816-670-3684 to stay connected and get event updates. If you're ready for a night that could transform your faith forever, drop a fire emoji in the comments. Let's find your flow together. Yeah. So we can't wait to see you. We can't wait to say, hey there, mama. How you doing? Good to see you. And so we want everybody to join us for Flow starting this Friday, 7 p.m. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be able to seek the face of God, learn how to get in God's presence. And so we want you to be a part of us. That's why we're doing it on YouTube. That way no one has an excuse. We can come together on YouTube and just make a great impact. All right, let's go ahead and get it in. So I got a question for you. Tired of fake friends and users? Tired of fake friends and users? You know, everyone feels like people only hit you up when they need something. These are the people who only around you for what they can get from you. They don't care about you. They care about what they can get from you. They like your kindness, and it gets mistaken for weakness. So let's talk about cutting off leeches. Let's talk about finding those people in your life that can literally help push you into your destiny, that can hold you up in times of struggle, in times of weakness. Because the truth of the matter is, friendships should be life-giving and not draining. But too often, we tolerate one-sided relationships. We pour, they take. We support, they disappear when we need help. And the truth of the matter is, can I blow your mind? It's your fault. I know that's difficult to hear. I know that's difficult to hear because we got to understand here's the ultimate problem. Not everyone is for you. Not everyone wants to see you succeed. Not everyone wants the best for you. Not everyone wants to see you shine. Not everyone wants to see you walking in more prosperity than you ever thought. Not everyone wants you to be happy in your relationships. Not everyone wants to see you being promoted on your job. Not everyone wants to see you starting that business. Not everyone wants to see you succeed. And the truth of the matter is, you feel guilty for wanting the distance. Because let's just be honest, many times we know who's in our life for us and who's in our lives against us. And many times we allow those people to stay for the simple fact that they've been there so long. And whenever we try to put distance, you feel guilty for wanting the very distance that you need. Yeah, because the truth of the matter is, if they don't want the best for you, then they don't even deserve your attention. If they don't want you to be the very best you, if they're not willing to have open and honest dialogue to help you be who you created to be, then they don't deserve your presence. They don't deserve your vulnerability, you expressing your thoughts and your feelings and your emotions. So you shouldn't feel guilty for wanting the distance between you and a person who's only there to take from you. Because the truth of the matter is, every relationship should be give and take. Whenever we operate in a relationship or anything that's one-sided, you will eventually feel drained. You will eventually feel fatigued. You will eventually feel frustrated for the simple fact that you know you're not getting anything back. Well, I'm not talking about those times you just getting your feelings and you may have a disagreement and you feel drained, but I'm talking about those relationships that constantly pull at you. I'm talking about those relationships that don't benefit you. I'm talking about the people in your life who are just there to take, but they never give. What it do, Kurt? What's up, Kurt? What's up, Kurt? And so watch this. You're tired of always being the strong friend. We're talking about the problem. Not everyone is for you. Not only do you feel guilty for wanting distance, but then you're tired always of being the strong friend. If you have a friendship and you always got to be the strong friend, you always got to be the one with the words of encouragement, you are the smartest person in the group, you need to find you a different group. Hey there, Sister T, Sister Tara. What's up? What's up? How you doing? How you doing? And so you have to always, you have to be mindful. Number one, you have to be mindful that you're the friend that pours into your friends. Because sometimes we can get so caught up in watching others that we ourselves have become the leech. I'm gonna let that sit in. You can get so caught up in watching everybody else that you stop pouring, and you keep ignoring the red flags because of history. You keep ignoring the red flags. They're showing you they're not for you. They're showing you they're not excited. You get a raise or something good happens in your life. Your child comes home, a relationship that was jacked up gets fixed because y'all sit down and have a dialogue or a conversation, and it gets fixed, and you're telling this particular friend, and this particular friend is never happy for you. Anytime you tell them good news, they're talking about what you should have did and how this ain't gonna work out and this never works and this and that and the other, and they can never be happy for your success. The truth of the matter is they're showing you red flags that, hey, at this moment in my life, I'm not really feeling you. Because here's the thing that we must understand. Protecting your peace needs to be a priority. Protecting your peace needs to be a priority. Now, I understand in relationships, you're going to have your ups and you're going to have your downs. You're going to have your good times. You're going to have your bad times. I'm not talking about just cut everybody off simply because they make a mistake or something like, or things aren't going well. I'm talking about people who are constantly showing you that they're not for you. I'm talking about people who are constantly never happy for you. I'm talking about people who really are not loyal to you. These are the people. Watch this. Your peace has to be such a priority. Yes, Sister T. Yeah, my peace is my priority. Amen. Yes, indeed. Because your peace has to be such a priority in your life. You must protect it at all costs. Nobody, I don't care how great you think they are, nobody is worth your peace. Nobody is worth your purpose. Nobody is worth your peace, because loyalty isn't about time. It's about mutual respect. It's about mutual respect. And the truth of the matter is, I can be loyal to you even when I don't necessarily agree with what you're doing. Now, do I just sit idly by if I feel like you're doing something wrong? No, I let you know. I'm like, hey, have you thought about this? This doesn't seem like this is benefiting you a whole lot. I express my concern for you because I care for you, but yet I'm still loyal to you. What truth of the matter is, if someone walks up to you and they tell you, and they may even disagree with a decision that you make, and they come to you and they tell you they disagree, and this is the reason why they disagree, that doesn't make them a hater. Do you hear? That doesn't make them disloyal. The truth of the matter is, with them coming to you and talking to you about what they disagree with you shows their loyalty, because a disloyal person will go tell somebody else. They'll go tell others that they disagree with you. They'll go tell others you wilding out, you tripping, you done lost your mind. They'll go tell others who don't even care about you about the decision that you decided to make. So loyalty isn't about time. Just because we've been together a long time doesn't necessarily mean you loyal. It just means I've been giving you what you want. Loyalty isn't about time. It's about a mutual respect that both of you have, and a commitment to one another that I am here for you, even in moments where we don't even see eye to eye. Because just because you've known somebody for years doesn't mean they deserve a lifetime pass. Okay, can I say that again? Just because you've known someone for years doesn't mean they deserve a lifetime pass. You're giving them in time, opportunity after opportunity, and they keep showing you their true colors because it's okay to let go of people who no longer align with where you're going. And watch this. Here's the thing. Yeah, Sister T. Continue to love in adversity. Continue to love in adversity, because that's the key. When you make up your mind, say, "Hey, I've decided to love you." We talked about a few weeks ago on Sunday morning. We talked about the agape love. Agape is a decision to love you. Now, watch this. Just because I love you, and if you don't feel the same towards me, that doesn't mean I automatically give you my presence. That doesn't mean I automatically give you my attention. When I know that you really don't love me, but yet I love you, I have to distance myself between me and you. I have to put distance between me and you. Because it's okay to let people go who no longer align with where you're going. Now, you have to be confident in where you are going. So where are you going? And the question you got to ask yourself is, where am I going? And are the people around me helping me go where I need to go? And here's a question you got to ask yourself. Have I even let them know where I'm going? Because sometimes people don't help you go where you go because you haven't even expressed that you even have a desire to go this way. Sometimes the reason why relationships fall apart is because we stop being vulnerable with people. We stop telling our dreams and our aspirations and our desires and where God is taking us and where we want to go and how we want to get there. And so they don't have a clue. Or you switched up and you used to want to go this direction, but now you want to go this direction and you haven't even told those closest to you. So now they're giving you what to help you be able to get to the goal that you used to want to do. But now you have a new goal. You have a new aim. You have a new direction. You have a new way you're aligning yourself, but you haven't communicated that to your circle or those around you. And so therefore, they're not necessarily not supporting you. They're just giving you what they think you need or what you said you needed in the past. Every computer has updates. Every computer has updates. It lets you know, hey, you need to update this. You can either shut it down and update it or restart it and update, depending on what you're doing. But there's an update to your computer. And many of us in our relationships, we have refused to do updates. Husbands, you need to update your wife when things change in you. Wives, you need to update your husband. Friends, you need to update your friends. Yeah, I'm no longer going that direction. I switched my direction. This is direction that I'm going. And then you allow them to be able to support, to give words of encouragement, to give you motivation to push you to even your new direction. What it do, Shaq? What's up, bro? What it do, bro? What it do? And so communication is key. Because it's difficult to call somebody fake and that they're a user when you haven't even communicated what you need. You haven't even been honest with what you need. What do you need? What do you need? Do you need me to give you words of encouragement? Do you need me to jump in there every now and then to help you out and help your vision come back? How do you need me to support you? How can I support you? Until you answer that question, it is difficult to call people fake and phony and call them users. And so there's a role you play, because the truth of the matter is, that's why Proverbs 27:17 says, iron sharpens iron. One man sharpens another. One person sharpens another person. So here's the question. Here's the question. Because we say this all the time. You reap what you sow. Whose vision are you sowing into? Whose vision are you sowing into? Whose life are you benefiting? And then, how have you set boundaries without guilt? Because this is key, especially if you're new to the body of Christ, if you're just giving your life to Christ, you have to set boundaries without feeling guilty, without allowing that guilt to come because you left such and such, or you're not hanging around such and such anymore. Well, if you stop doing certain things because of your relationship with God, then it makes sense. If they're still partying, if they're still drinking, if you married, but then they're going out and chasing women, and you're like, no, I'm going to be happy in my marriage. I'm going to be faithful in my marriage. And you're like, hey, I got to put distance between me and you because of how you move and how you operate. Is not saying that you're better than, it's just saying you got a different focus. And so how to set boundaries without guilt? The first thing we got to do is we got to identify who drains you versus who pours into you. You got to identify who pulls from you versus who pours into you. You need to know, you need to be able to identify who pulls from you or drains you versus those who pour into you. What it do there, boo? What it do there, boo? Lady said, hey, family, hey, fam, hey, fam, hey, fam. And so you got to identify. You got to know who in your life, who's draining you versus who's pours into you. Do me a favor. Do you know who's draining in your life versus who's pouring in your life? Don't put their name. Don't put their name. Don't put their name. Don't put their name. But do you know who in your life is draining you versus who pours into you? Do you know who in your life pulls from you versus who pours into you? Now, don't put your kids to the side. If you're a parent, put your kids to the side. They don't count. They don't count. They don't count, Shaq. Shaq put Junior. But really, do you know who pulls from you or drains you versus who pours into you? And so if we're going to set boundaries without guilt, we first got to identify who's the pullers, who's the pourers, who's the drainers, who's the pourers. Yeah, yes, Steve. Children don't count. Children don't count. Children don't count. And so if you're going to set boundaries without guilt, if you're going to be able to set these boundaries, you got to identify who drains you versus who pours into you. And then you got to do this. You got to distance yourself from people who bring negativity. I wish I would have put it. Somebody be my scroller. This is T. Be my scroll. Be my scribe. My scribe. Go ahead and write the note. Distance yourself from people who bring negativity. All they got is something negative to say. You get a brand new shoes. Ooh, them seem like they cost too much. You tell them you're going on vacation. I wouldn't spend all that money doing that. You tell them you're moving into a new house. What was wrong with the old house? They always got something negative to say. Put yourself around people who have positivity, who I said, it doesn't mean they do everything right, but they have a positive perspective. And so we got to distance ourselves. We got to distance ourselves from negativity. Why the problem with society is drama and negativity goes so much further, so much faster. There was a scholar who says negativity goes around the world before good news wakes up in the morning. I think C.S. Lewis said negativity goes around the world before good news wakes up in the morning. And we see this in our society. Everything is about negativity. They build drama. You see I'm going to step on some of y'all. You see the housewives, and all of that is built on drama. Everything is about drama. Even sports nowadays is built upon drama. People cover. You see this big battle in sports between those who cover the sport and those who play the sport. And there's all this drama, and it gets people's attention. You see stuff like clickbait on social media, people posting different stuff because they know it's going to get people's attention, and they know they're going to get the likes and the clicks. I remember some years ago, I was having a conversation with one of my children, and I told them, I said, you know what? You don't have to live life full of drama. And they told me, yeah, I do. They said, yeah, I do. I said, oh my goodness. No, you really don't. You don't. You can walk away from drama. You can distance yourself from drama. Most of the time, the reason why most drama happens in people's lives is because they're so drama filled. They're filling themselves daily with drama and struggles and fighting and meanness and all these negative things. And then they're wondering why negativity follows them around. They wonder why they keep producing this harvest of negativity. Maybe the reason is because you're around negativity, you speak negativity, you receive negativity. All you care is about drama and who's fighting who. We see this going around school, the latest gossip in schools and latest gossip on the job, and you're on the phone because you want the latest gossip and all this other stuff, and then you wondering why it keeps coming to your front door. And so watch it. We got to identify who drains us versus who pours into us. Yeah, Sister T, my scribe. Sister T, we got to identify, if we're going to set boundaries without guilt, we got to identify who drains us versus who pours us. And then we got to distance ourselves from people who bring negativity. And then number 3 is we got to surround ourselves with friends who match your growth. We got to surround ourselves with friends, with people who love us, who match your growth, who want to grow, who have a desire to grow, who has a desire to be better, who has a desire to do more, to excel greater. If you dream big, you need to be around people who dream big, because your environment plays a key in how much you can grow. A person who plants seed, understand that the ground is vitally important. The ground can determine how much it grows, how strong it is, and what the harvest will be after it grows. And so if you're constantly hanging around negative people, if you're constantly hanging around people who are pulling and draining you and taking off of you, you got to surround yourself with people who match your growth. Because we got to set boundaries without guilt. You got to set boundaries so you can be the very best you that you can be. So let's do an exercise. I want y'all to participate. I want you to go ahead and tag somebody right now. I want you to tag a real one. I want you to send this link out to somebody that you know is a real one. Drop 100 if you done with fake friendships. drop 100. Drop 100 in the comments if you really tired and done. Say, I'm tired of fake people. Watch this. Here's the thing I've noticed. What's up, LaBrittany? How you doing, girl? Here's how you know. You can tell whether a person is one who's there to drain you versus who pours into you. If you know they're negative, they don't match your growth. Here's when you're going to find out. You're going to find out when you grow through something. When you go through something, you're going to find out who's really there for you. When you're not at your strength, when you're not at your best, when you're going through the daily life's challenges, this is when you find out who your real friends are and versus who your fake ones are. This is when you find out when you can't give them what you used to give them. When you use this 2-letter word that people don't like, no. Yeah. When you start telling people no, when you start, I remember I was watching Fat Joe, and he had he was on an interview, and he was talking about he had took all of his people close to him on this vacation, and he did a test. He brought everybody into the room and said, your boy broke. He said we can't do no more of these trips like this. It's over. It's over. I ain't got nothing left. And he said, out of all the people that was in the room, I believe he said it was only one guy who said, what you need me to do? Even though he really wasn't having money troubles at this time or whatever the case may be, but he wanted to test to see who was really there. Out of all the people, one guy was like, hey, I got you, Joe. What you need me to do? It's in the midst of storms. It's when people don't think you got what you used to have, or you're not able to give them what they're used to you giving, that you find out, are you really here for me? Are you really here for me? What's up, Keith? What it do, man? What it do, man? What's up? What it do? And so I want you to, number one, to make sure that you're a real friend. Make sure you're a real friend. Make sure you're there for people. Make sure you check up on people. Make sure people are good. Make sure you are a safe place for people, because a true friend is a safe place for their friends, even in the midst of storms, even in the midst of struggles, even in the midst of dark situations. True friends are strong enough to hold you up when you can't even hold yourself up. True friends are there for you no matter what. When you're at your mountaintop, they're there. When you're in your valley low, they're there. When the relationship is good, they're there. When the relationship is bad, they still there. I remember talking to a guy. He said, and he went through a divorce, and he said he knew when the divorce was over, when they were still living in the house and everything, and they really wasn't talking, but he had a real bad health scare. And there were times he'd be in the house and he could barely do anything for himself. And he said she would just walk by him and wouldn't even ask. And he said he knew in those moments it was over. And he said the crazy thing is, if it would have been turned around, even though they didn't see eye to eye in the moment, if that would have been her, he would have helped her. How many of you find yourself in that same predicament because things aren't going the way you want them to go or the way the other person wants them to go, and they see you struggling, even if you're not seeing eye to eye in the moment, will they help you? Because it's in those moments that my love for you override my feelings for you in the moment. My love for you in those moments will override my feelings for you in that moment. I may not be feeling you, but because I love you, I'm going to do everything I can to support you. And that's what friendship is all about. It's not always about agreeing. It's not always about seeing eye to eye. But I've made a decision to love you. And that's the real picture of agape love in relationships. So if you're tired of fake friends and users, make sure first that you're a real one. Because at the end of the day, that's all you can control is you being a real one. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm super excited. Super excited. We're excited about the flow coming up. Watch this. Watch this. We'll be right back. Stop scrolling. This night could change your life. You felt it. The need for more peace, more clarity, more of God. But distractions, stress, and the noise of life keep pulling you away. What if one night could reset everything? Flow After Dark is that night. A 5-hour live YouTube experience designed to take you deeper into God's presence through prayer, journaling, worship, and stillness. This isn't just an event, it's a spiritual shift. So what can you expect? Breakthrough moments. Feel God move like never before. A real connection. Find your faith-filled community. People who actually get it. Deep renewal. Walk away refreshed, refocused, and fully present in His peace. The invite is open. Are you in? March 21st, 7 p.m. to 12 a.m. live on YouTube. Make sure you go ahead and like and share. Set your reminder now. Text FLOW to 816-670-3684 to stay connected and get event updates. If you're ready for a night that could transform your faith forever, drop a fire emoji in the comments. Let's find your flow together. Yeah, so we want to see your face in the place. We want to see you join us on YouTube for the Flow After Dark this Friday, starting at 7 p.m. All right there, people. Thanks for watching the shift. Even the smallest shift today can lead to your biggest breakthrough tomorrow. See you next time. Hey, LaBrittany, man, I'm still waiting to hear that testimony. All right, y'all. Peace.